Okay, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922 here to bring you, okay, final episode of Black Bullet. Now, series-wise, you're lucky, they're lucky. I'm giving it this. 7 out of 10. The episode, 3.5. And you're probably wondering, and then this series was okay. Now, I'm not going to say the ending was as worse as Magical Warfare. God forbid. Magical Warfare is like the worst ending in anime I've ever fucking seen. It's just so terrible. But I will say this. I have several problems with this episode. Number one, I felt the fight the fight could have been extended. I don't think why because like the fight with the Gastrea, the big Gastrea Oberon, I think they called it. It could have been extended. It was like only for half the episode. So like 12, 13 minutes, that's it. And here's another thing that kind of upset me, like Taro doesn't even kill it. No, he because like basically what happened was that glasses fuck, he took the batteries away and they couldn't spot the Gastreas as they were approaching them. So basically, was it Sentenchi? She set out these lanterns. These lanterns that spotted the Gastrea, and that was give them the know-how to go out and to attack the Gastreas and defeat the Oberon thing. And basically they all go out, Kakatana had a small scene. And that's another thing I missed off this episode. Like, come on. There were a lot of negatives in this episode. Kakatana had a small scene. So basically, then after that, they're going in. The cover of the Gastrea, it opens up and these things start flying out. They were like missiles, if you will. And basically what happens is we have Rentaro going in there, blasting a hole in it. He goes inside it. He has the bomb, the ESP bomb. He puts it on. He gets out with Enju at that moment. He's like, 3, 2, 1, no explosion. Apparently the timer stopped. So he decides to knock out Enju and go on his own to try to reactivate. Basically, what he intends to do is he intends to cause a shockwave inside the Gastrea out from outside to blow it up. Doesn't work. Doesn't really work for him. His leg gets dissolved by this acid verinium stuff coming out of the Gastrea, and his friend, his dojo buddy, he ends up doing it, and obviously ends up dying and explodes. Now that's one. There's already two bad things about this episode. Not enough Kakatane. And Rentaro doesn't even kill it. He doesn't even destroy it. His friend does, and he dies. But then again, I mean, if he had destroyed it, it's whatever. Now, there's that part. And it only lasted for half an episode. And I'm like, I don't know about that. So, but the second half, I'm sorry. It really upset me. Really upsetting. Now, basically, this scene after you destroy the Gastrea is like after a fact, and basically find out they're rebuilding the Verminium. It's like 300 meters tall now, the monolith. And what happens is we find out that Kisara's brother, I believe it's one of the brothers, was the reason he was responsible for why the monolith was decrepitating, why it was destroyed. Because it wasn't, from what I understood, I believe they said it wasn't pure Veridium. And that's why it was crumbling. Now, basically, he finds this out and so on and so forth, and they basically have a duel. And after the duel, I looked at it and I said to myself, are you fucking kidding me? Because basically what happens is they have their duel, and, Kisara was pretty badass. She cut off her brother's leg, and I was like, okay, this is pretty interesting. Maybe I'll give it a 4. Pretty cool. He walks away, and he's like, oh, thank you. She's gonna allow him to live. They walk outside, he closes the door, and Kisara informs Taro it was 2 strikes. There's this line coming out of his fucking face. And it's just explosion of blood. I'm like getting Oberyn reactions. And then she's going on, it's like, I did it, I killed him. This obviously was revenge for her mother and father. And then he's like, no. And he's like, she's like going on this trip. Oh, I know why you couldn't kill, him, Kakatane and everyone else. Oh, because you can't kill true evil. And she goes on this trip, and I'm like, what? So what, Kisara's evil now? There's a third reason I didn't like this episode. Now, it's probably in the light novel. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe people in the comment section could tell me this. And, we have that. And we have, basically this ceremony going on with Sentenchi. And then he tells Tina and Enju, I might become Kisara's nemesis or something. And then we have this scene where she's like, she's got this mean fucking face. I'm like, really? We're going this route. This is where we're going? And people wondering why this anime did bad, I know the reason. You know what it's called? It's called, let's throw loilies at the audience's face. Now, I don't want to go on a trip about the loily thing. I really don't. But here's the thing. If you're honestly telling me, now, I don't mind the loily thing as much as other people would say, but this, I think, got me a little agitated. Because, why is it? First of all, Anju she's Rintaro's partner, okay? Okay? And he has a longer, and I understand there's a kind of, but it's not that. There is no, and basically what happens is, they're on their way, because we get other scenes also with Kakatane and everything. I was going on a trip there, I'm sorry about that. And they're on their way to get awarded by Sentenchi, and then we have Rintaro crying like a bitch on Enju's lap, saying, don't leave me, and he's saying that he's not being affected by everyone dying. And this is my reaction. I blame the person who wrote this. Case in point. If this is how it is word for word in the light novel, I'm sorry. No. There are so many different reasons why this is not, this episode to me, this ending. Now, I'm not saying it's worse than Magical Warfare, but correct me if I'm wrong, but why is it that we have to label now Kisara as evil, and we have to have fucking Enju and no. Then you're going to have everyone is going to look at it and say, this is gay. That's basically what you did. You basically destroyed it. You basically destroyed the relationship between Kisara and Ritaro. by doing that. And where did this come from? Like, if this is revenge and she wanted revenge, okay, but now she's a villain now? Like, dark side? Fuck that shit. So, I will, if there is a second season, if there is, which I doubt, I want Kisara back to where she was. The battle in the beginning of this episode, wasn't a big deal. The only thing I would have wanted is make it longer. It was too short. It wasn't, and maybe just made it more majority of the episode. You know, that was my beef there. And the fact that Kakatane, we didn't see him, and then Tardine destroyed the Gastrea. But this thing with Kisara, no. Because it totally destroys the relationship she has with Rintaro. And now, we're going to do Lolies. No. We're not doing that shit. I don't support that shit. It doesn't work that way. They're children, for Christ's sake. I'm sorry. It doesn't work that way. I understand he has a partnership with Enju, and he might feel that way, but it shouldn't be like that. It should be more of a, brother-sister relationship. And this is just the way I feel it. And it just seems like it came out of nowhere. Now, it's true that in this show, there is a kind of thing going on with Kisara, and she wants revenge, and so on and so forth. I understand that. But it looks to me like the fucking author wants everyone to say, yes, Anju and Taro. I'm sorry, but this is not fairyland. This isn't pixie land. We don't live in a meadow full of fucking leprechauns. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So, that's just the way it is. And my feelings is this was a good series. It was okay, but I felt that, and this is another thing I want to bring up. Take it or leave it. I think the stamp of Attack on Titan was shown in this anime way too much. And I think it's a mistake to put in Kaji. Anybody who doesn't know who I'm talking about, well, this is, of course, I'm talking about Yuki Kaji. Same guy who played Eren, the same guy who played Shu, the same guy who played the main character from XL World. He's been in, God knows how many fucking animes. I'm sorry, but because of the similarities that this has for Attack on Titan, I think it was a mistake to put him in this role. So those are my problems, probably, give or take. But I just felt like the ending was ass. Complete ass. I'm sorry, complete ass. And I feel, if this is in the light novel, I blame you. So you guys whoever's read the light novel, tell me, does this happen? Does this happen? Does Kisara go on this trip? Because you know what I really think? I think if animation companies are going to adapt light novels, the people who do the light novels, they have to do one thing for me. I want a website. It's very simple. I want a website just like manga, except it does light novels. Translate the light novels, put them on a website so I could search them. That's it. Of course, there is a such thing called Baka, but I'm sorry. It's just, this was a good show, but this ending, I felt unnecessary. It was unnecessary to do that. Unnecessary to make Kisara dark like this. What is the point of that? What is the point? What is the point? I don't understand. What is the point? Are you trying to make it like, Rentaro's gonna go with a Loli? No, it doesn't work that way. Okay, so if there is a second season, I want to see, I don't care what it fucking takes. Get Kisara off this shit so her and Rentaro could be on better terms. Listen, I'm not dissing Lolies, but come on. You gotta be realistic. You really do. But I'm sorry I went on that rant, but that ending was, it just came out of left field for me. I'm sorry. It just came out of left field. But it was a good series, but I felt that in this episode, yeah, overall haul, I give this a 7 out of 10. And rating-wise, for this episode, 3.5. And I personally think they're not doing a second season. I don't see it. I really don't. And if there is, you fix Kisara. That's the first thing I'm telling you right now, because I doubt, I seriously doubt that's in the light novel. You tell me that happens in the light novel? Prove it to me. So people in the comment section, do that for me. Show me that happens in the light novel. But I've got enough with on that rant. I'm Bonkai922. I will see you guys later. Nothing else on the bill. I had a few surprise videos coming you guys' way. Which one would be a manga review for something, and that manga roulette thing. So look forward to that. I'm Bonkai922. I'll see you guys later. Why Kisara? Just why? Just why? No loilies, please. It doesn't work. Come on. Stop it.